Hello, Miss.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. So we are going to learn about structure now.
No way.
Do you guys like structure?
Not really.
You can say no, that's okay.
Um,
Because like a lot of people, a lot of students, they don't like structure. It's like they don't understand what is structure. How can we do structure, miss? Because we have had structure since like, I don't know, elementary school, right? Since the first grade. And it's still confusing somehow. Anyway, in your English course, have you guys learned about present simple?
yeah. Yes.
Present simple, simple present. Verb 1?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, because in structure, in Toefl, it is going to be a lot of present simple. We're going to learn a lot about the subject, about the verb, about the predicate. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yay!
Ready or not, we have to start.
Ready or not, we have to start. You're very like pasrah. Okay, I'm going to explain to you guys first about the structure. You can ask questions in the chat box, okay? I'm also going to ask you guys to participate through the chat box, okay? Now, I'm going to do a share screen. Here we go. I assume you guys can see my screen. So, in here we're going to talk about structure and written expression. Oh, I forgot. First of all, my name is Miss Leah. Hi. We're going to have fun with structure today. The topic for today's structure is subject-verb agreement. So this is basically like the key in Toefl. If we want to do structured Toefl, we have to know what is subject and verb. We have to know what is subject-verb agreement, basically. Okay? Now, first thing first, what is Toefl structure and written expression? Well, first of all, you guys have 25 minutes to finish 40 questions. This is a very short time to a very long question because you have 40 questions but only 25 minutes, which means it's less than 1 minute to finish the questions. Therefore, we have to be fast, we have to think quickly, we have to be able to do everything right quickly because it's only 25 minutes. And then, well, for the 40 questions, we can divide them. For 15 questions, we have it for the sentence structure. And then the other 25 questions are for written expression. So the types of questions are different and various. Now let's go to the structure question first. Now for the structure questions, it's usually like this. So it's like fill in the blank. Most American families blank at least one automobile. A, have, B, in, C, that, or D, has. Well, for this kind of question, it's actually pretty simple. All you need to do, all you need to do is to figure out which word function is missing, because the structured questions are completing sentences. So the sentence is already right, it's like we need to find the right filling because it's incomplete. Focus on which word function, is it subject or is it predicate that is missing. Now, how do we do this? Well, figure out which one is which. Most American families, that's the subject. And then something that's missing, that's the predicate, right? So just like in Bahasa Indonesia, subject, predicate, then object. In English, we also have subject, predicate, and object. But in here, what's missing is the predicate. So let's have a look at the options. A, have, that is a predicate for plural subject. B, in, that is a preposition. And then C, that is a connector. And then D, has, it's also a predicate but for singular subject. So it means that B and C, they are impossible because both of them preposition and connector, not a predicate. We don't need them. We need predicates. So it's either A or D, delta. In this case, because the subject is plural, most American families, that's plural, so we need predicate for plural subject, which is A, have. Now, the next question is, what is a predicate? How can we know that something is predicate or not? Well, there are three key elements of a predicate. First, we have to be. We know what to be is. It's is, am, are, was, were. We have a singular to be and plural to be. If it is singular, it's is and was. If it is plural, it's are and were. Okay? Now the difference is that if it is and are, they are present. They are happening now. But if it is was and were, they are the past. They already happened. It's already finished. Meanwhile, we also have verb. We have singular and plural verb. Singular means like only one, right? If it is singular verb, it's verb 1 with S. Like for example, walk becomes walks. Sleep, sleeps. Drink, drinks. But if it's plural, then it becomes only verb 1. So it's not sleeps, it's just sleep. It's just walk, it's just eat. So just like the usual verb 1. We also have modals over here. For modals, it's the usual like may, can, should, will, and must, or have to. So for these, they are also a predicate. So we can follow them with verb 1. Remember, if it is modals, we have to follow with verb 1. We cannot have modals plus verb in. We cannot do that. So like may, sleeping, will, studying. No, it's not right. It's will study, may sleep, should eat, stuff like that. Now, because a predicate can be singular and plural, subject can also be singular and plural, right? Because subject is the kata benda, so it's like, is there one person or more than one person? So if the subject is singular, it's without S. But the verb, it's also with S. So this is the subject singular, verb singular. They have to be in the same category. For example, this one. The camera works very well. The subject without S, the camera. The verb with S, works. Meanwhile, if it is plural, the subject is with S. The verb without S. The cameras, that's plural, more than one, work with verb without S. See? So be careful. If we know the subject is plural already, don't put another S into the verb. But if we know the subject is singular, without S, just one person, just one thing, just one subject, just one. We have to add S in the verb. Okay. Now, can you tell me which one is this predicate, please? I want you to reply in the chat. Which one is the predicate? Several theories on this subject have been proposed. Okay, in the chat box, which one is the predicate? Okay, I have a response from Alifaya, have been. Anyone else? I'll wait while drinking. Have. Why with question mark? You guys are like with question mark. Have been question mark? Have question mark? That's okay. Anyone else? Takut salah miss, that's fine. That's why we're here studying. If we're not wrong, then we're not studying. That's okay. Anyone else? Anyone? I'm waiting. What do you think is the predicate? Because we're learning about the predicate and the subject. So for number one, the subject is that several theories. Wait, where is and then the object, sorry, not object. The predicate is have been. You guys are right. Number two. Arriving over an hour late, the mayor is now giving a speech in front of 100 people. Which one is the predicate in your opinion? Is it the mayor? Is it in front of? Is it giving? Is it arriving? Which one do you think is the predicate? Remember, predicate is to be, or verb, or modals with may, can, should, will, must. So what do you think? Anyone? Okay, Hanifa is. Armadani also is. That's okay, jangan takut salah. That's fine, it's very human. Salah is very human. So that's fine. Anyone else? Okay, come on, let's participate. People. Anyone else? Come on, that's okay. Okay, I'm not going to say your name then if you're afraid. I'll just wait for you to participate. Okay, so in here, the subject is the mayor, and then the predicate starting from is. You are right. So the complete predicate is giving. But is the start of the predicate because we know that the subject is the mayor, so it is only one person. Number 3. In the area near the desert, the scientists found the remaining of ancient civilization. Okay, so for this one, what do you think is the predicate? Anyone? Is it in the area? Is it the scientist? Probably. Is it remaining? What do you think? Okay, I received an answer, found, with a question mark. That's fine. Anyone else? Okay, another one for found. Anyone else? Okay, found, yep. Keep it going. I'm still waiting. Okay, found. Yes, you guys are right. It's found. So in here, the subject, why is it not found with S? Well, because it's a past tense. It happens already in the past. So this is a verb to. And it's possible in Toefl to have a verb to question. Number 4. The tall buildings constructed in the early 90s were all designed by the same person. Okay, what do you think about this? Which one is the predicate in your opinion? Okay, I found were, were again. Anyone else? Okay, were, Alright, were, okay. Okay, great, yes. Started with were. The complete subject, the complete predicate is were designed. You guys are doing fine. Number 5. To be able to cross the river, the students must wait for the boat. Which one do you think is the predicate? Okay, must wait. Must wait, alright. I've received some answers in the chat box. Must wait. Everyone agrees? Yes, it's must wait. Great. So the first ones, like to be able to cross the river, that's nothing. That is the keterangan, kalimat keterangan. The last one. The trees in the forest by the riverbank are protected by the government. So, which one is the predicate? Okay, you guys are coming in fast. Very good. Okay. Seems to me you have the same understanding now. Are protected. Okay, yes. You guys are right. The answer is are protected. Because the subject is the trees. Now, this is the answers, by the way. So the blue one is the subject, and then the red one is the verb or the predicate. And you guys are correct. Yay! Alright, now the next question is, for this one, why don't we use is? Because in here, we use are, but the closest one is riverbank. Riverbank is like singular, right? Or, for example, this one. One of the main characters forgets. But then, miss, this is characters with S. You said if we already have an S, we don't need to put an S in the verb. That's right, that's true. But the word main characters, that's not the subject. The word riverbank, that's not the subject. The subject is this one, the trees and one. Because the main subject is the trees. Anything after preposition like in, by, of, at, and etc. is not considered as a subject. Like this one. The trees in the forest by the riverbank, they are not the subject. In the forest by the riverbank, not subject, they're just keterangan. Therefore, not affecting the predicate. Just like the second example as well. One of the main characters. So the main characters, that's plural, that's true, but it's after of. So it's not the subject. It's not affecting the predicate. Because it's only one, so it's singular. We have to add s in the predicate. Okay, now for this one, can you please continue using the right verb or to be? For number 1, do we use is or are? Please comment in the chat box. Just write down is or are. Okay, I already have an answer. I received, okay, some more answers. Very fast. Okay, great. You guys are doing great. Yes, the answer for number 1 is are, because the subject is the stains, not the table, right? The stains. Number 2, the result in several places across the cities. Which one? Is it is or are? Anyone? The result in several places across the cities. We have to figure out what is the main subject first. Okay, I already received some answers. Is anyone? Yes, it is because in here it's the result, right? It's the result, so it's singular. It's not the results, it's the results. It's singular, so it's fine. We are using is. Number 3, during the summer, the restaurant near the train station. What do you think about this? Is it is or are? Okay, wow, very fast. Great. Yeah, and I agree with you guys. It is because the subject is the restaurant. Number 4, several men in the business suit. Okay, more answers are coming in. Yes, we're using are for this one because it's several men. Number 5, the growing number of unattended classes during the last semester. Is it is or are? Number 5, for number 5. Great, you guys are very fast in answering, and I agree. Number 5 is because in here the subject is the growing number. That's it. The growing number that is uncountable. We cannot count it, but if it is uncountable, it needs to be with is. Okay, number 6, understanding the theories in anthropology class. Is it is or are? Understanding the theories. Okay, more answers. It's becoming different now. It's a bit more difficult. Okay, I'm still waiting. Alright, yep. Number 6 is understanding. That's also like a concept that is not a noun, bukan kata benda. Therefore, we are using is as uncountable. Okay, the last one. Boxes of unused clothes and hats. What do you think? Okay, wow, coming in very strong. Yeah, this is very clear because you can see, oh, boxes. So there's an S over there, which means we use are. or the plural form of the verb. Great. Now these are some of the examples. So you don't have to put is or are. Sometimes we can also change it into the verb. Like this one, the result shows. During the summer, the restaurant serves. Several men walk, because it is plural. Boxes are, okay. Is concerning, okay. You already got the idea, and everything is right. Alright, so final thought on the structure questions. Pay attention to the subjects and predicates, because those are the only thing that matters, okay? Just the subject and predicate. Well, sometimes for some questions, we also need, we also need to pay attention for the other ones, like objects, for example. But if we can figure out which one is the subject, which one is the predicate early on, it's going to be easier for us to moving on. And the second one, use the elimination system. If you can categorize what is missing, eliminate what's not suitable and choose from there. Like what we've done previously. Because we know we need a predicate. Anything that is not a predicate, we can just delete, we can just remove. And then you don't have to understand the whole meaning of the sentence. If, for example, the sentence is kind of difficult because we don't know the meaning, that's okay. As long as we need to know which one is the subject and which one is the verb. Just need to know what we need to do to complete the sentence. Okay? Alright. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me first before we move to the questions, to the practices. Okay, questions? No?
Miss,
Yes.
saya mau tanya.
Sure. Go ahead.
Tadi kan ada teks yang tulisannya itu the result of several, ya nggak sih Miss? Nah itu kenapa result? Kan dia several Miss.
Okay, wait.
Kenapa nggak pakai results di kalimat itu?
Wait, not this one, yeah. Wait. This one, number 2?
Yeah.
This one. Okay, because that is a good question. Thank you, Nabila, right? Sorry, Hanifa. Not Nabila, Hanifa. Okay, let's go back. This one. Because anything after preposition, in, by, of, at, so like the little words, kata-kata yang kecil-kecil, in, on, at, by, from, stuff like that, it's not a subject. They're not the subject, so we don't need to worry about them. Okay, jadi jangan khawatir kalau ada kata-kata yang setelah in, on, at, itu pasti bukan subjeknya. For example, this one. The result in several places. Okay, several places, that's plural. Lebih dari satu, but that is after in. Right? That is a preposition. That is kata-kata yang kecil, the little words. I usually call them the little words. So, after in, until the end, we should not care about them. Karena mereka tidak akan mempengaruhi predikat. Yang mempengaruhi predikat adalah sebelum in. So it's only the result. Oh, that's only one result. So we use is. Or in this case, shows. The same like this one. These stains. Okay, so stains plural. Ada banyak noda. On the lampshade, this is singular. Table, also singular. Why not based on them? Because they're after preposition. Setelah on. So just we don't care about them after the preposition. Okay? Just pay attention what comes up before this, before the preposition. Other than that, it's not going to impact. Okay? Is it clear enough?
Okay, Miss, thank you.
Great. Now, let's go to the question here. Okay, now let's do this one by one. I have 4 questions first. I need you. I'm going to zoom. Okay. Oh no. Wait. Okay, I'll just like zoom out. Okay, I have 4 questions here. I want you to please do the questions first for like 2 minutes, and then write it down in the chat box. What are your answers for numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4? And after that, we will discuss. Oh, okay, you guys are very fast. That's good. I'm going to like take a sip first. Okay, alright. You guys are doing number 2 and number 3 now.
Ngerjain berapa nomor, Mbak?
Until number 4.
Oke.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Almost all of you guys have already reached number 4. So let's discuss. Number 1, Gilded Age. We know that's a subject, so we don't need any more subject. Blank of the years after the Civil War. Okay. So what we need is a predicate, right? Because we already find the subject, which is Gilded Age. C and D are impossible Because they are not predicate. We're looking for a predicate. Maybe it's A and B. So which one is going to fit the best? A was the name of, or B was namely of? Number one, the answer is A. Gilded Age was the name of. So we have the predicate and the object. Number two, hot springs and Eureka Springs blank are known. Oh, okay. So hot springs and Eureka Springs, that's the subject. Are known, that's the predicate. So basically this sentence already has a subject and a predicate. So we need something to complete the subject, right? A and C, we don't need them because it's are in Arkansas or are located in Arkansas. No, there's R and R. We already have R here, right? So we don't need a double predicate. So it's either B or D. D is impossible because we already have predicate R. We don't need another is. So number two is B, in Arkansas. Number three, the control center for the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo space flights blank. Okay, space flights with S, which means it's plural. If it is plural, which one? It's C. So actually, oh, sorry, no, I was wrong. The control center, that's the subject, because it's for the Mercury. After 4, we can just ignore this, because this is not the actual subject. This is not the main subject. The main subject is the control center. So the answer is D, Delta. I'm so sorry. Okay, number 4. Radio blank as the first practical and etc. Okay, that's great. Radio is the subject. And what's the verb? Do we have a verb? We don't have a verb yet. So A is impossible because it's developing, no. B, marconi, that's not a verb. C, possibly, was developed. And then D, it was. No, we don't need any more subject. It is the subject. So the answer is C, was developed, because that's the only predicate available. So in doing the Toefl questions, in doing Toefl, what we need to do in structure especially, because we have so little time, what we need to do is to just figure out and just like eliminate. Dicoret aja nggak bisa dipakai. Jangan diartikan satu-satu, because we don't need to know the meaning. We just need to know which one is missing. Okay? Alright, another ones. Okay. 3 questions. We have numbers 5, 6, and 7. Please do it first, and then we will talk about that after this. Okay, guess are number 6 now. Great. Okay, number 7. Okay. Alright, let's discuss now. For number 5, to the main parts of the brain, blank carries blood. We have carries, that is a verb, that is a predicate, right? And then in here, so we need to basically complete the subject. B is impossible because it already has is. No, is carries, no. D is also impossible because it's is. So B and D, they're impossible because both of them have is, which is also predicate. Okay, we have to the main parts of the brain. That is already a preposition. So we don't need any preposition anymore. A is also a preposition, so the answer is C, which is the subject, a pure subject. Number 6. Recently, researchers, okay, with S. So it's very fast, very quick. If it is with S, we put were carried. C. Because the other ones, they are not the predicate. So number 6 is C. Number 7. The king is the most influential. Okay, only few blank. Few here, that is countable. Usually, if it is countable, we need a few for a something that is plural. Which one are plural? It's either C or D, right? Commoners or people. But then we need to figure out the completion of the predicate as well. It's not only few people be, but it's only few commoners will be brave. So 7 is C. Okay, 3 more numbers. 8, 9, and 10. Please, and then we'll discuss. Okay, great. So everyone has already completed till number 10. Let's us discuss. Number 8. In many languages, each word blank. Okay, this is very important. If something has the word each or every, it means it needs to be singular. Okay? Everything. If it is every and each, it needs to be singular. So when we see in the question with the word each, we don't need to think anymore because it's always singular. So the answer is B, has. Number 9. In 2012, we have a year, which means it's in the past. So a lot of students, so there are many and not just one student, right? So the answer is C, did. Because the only ones, B is also in the past, was, but it says a lot of students, not just one student. So that's why the answer is D, and was is incorrect. Number 10. Most blank in the past is part of myth and etc. So we have most here. It could be plural, it could be singular, we don't know. However, the next clue is this one, is. Because if it is, it must be singular, right? So it becomes stories, they're impossible. It's either B or D. The answer is B, bravo, most of knowledge in the past. Okay, so that is for the structure questions. Now we're going to go to the, not this one. This one, written expression questions. So written expression is a bit different from structure. Because if it's in structure, we need to know which one is the right answer, right? Which one is the right subject, the right predicate, is it singular, is it plural, stuff like that. But then if it is written expression, it focuses on pointing out the mistake in the sentence. So focus only on what's underlined. So we don't need to worry about the things that are not in underlined. Just worry about things that are in underlined. Now in here we have a single, being, composed, and atoms. Option A is correct because it is a single subject followed by may as the predicate. However, option B, this is incorrect because there's a modal, which is may, is always followed by a verb one. It's may be composed. It's not may being composed. Alright, so the answer for this question is B, because we are looking for something that is incorrect. So that's the difference. If it is structured question, we're looking for something that is correct. If it is written expression, we're looking for something that is incorrect. Okay? Alright, now let's move to the next questions. Okay, we only have 10 more minutes, so let's try to do it together, okay? For number 11, which one do you think is the answer for number 11? No one knows the date of the first glass making invention. Anyone, just one number, number 11. Okay, I have one response. A. Something else? Anyone? What's the answer for number 11? Great, it's A. Anyone else? Okay, yeah, it's A. because it says no one know. It's supposed to be no one knows the date, because no one is singular. And then number 12. What do you think about number 12? Is it in? Is it all of? Is it interstate? Is it has? What do you think? Okay, I've received some answers. Okay, yep. Number 12 is D, has, because here the subject is all of the, so it's all, it's semuanya. That's why it's not has, but it's have, because it's a plural verb. Number 14. Number 13, I meant. The white-crowned sparrow. Is it occupies? Is it spaces? Is it targeted? Is it has? What do you think? Number 13. Okay, I've received an answer. Anyone else? Okay, great. More answer. Well done. Okay. 13, the answer is B. You're right, spaces. Because over there has the word every. It's not spaces, it's space. Every open space. Right? Because it's every, it's only one. 14. Which one do you think is the wrong one? Oh, okay, very fast. Anyone else? Okay, good. You guys are very smart already. Yes, because the answer is B. It needs to be show because it's most of the languages in the world, so it's plural subject. What about number 15? I'm going to scroll up a bit. Okay. Number 15 now. Every year in the beginning of the semester, is it year, is it beginning, is it are, is it who? Everyone? Okay. Yep, you guys are right. Number 15 is C, because it's each class, right? The subject here is each class. So each is singular. We need to put is, not are. Number 16, please. Okay, great. I've received some answers. B, yes. Number 16 is B, seem really scary. Because in here, the subject is the teacher. Okay, and then number 17. Let's finish up. We only have 2 more minutes. 17, what do you think is the answer? There's a question mark on the answer for 17. Okay, this one is a bit different. So, the word knowledge, which is the subject, knowledge is the uncountable form. Uncountable, noun. We cannot count it. We cannot count the knowledge. So we're not using few, because if it is few, we use it for something that we can count. So 17 is actually A, because it needs to be only little knowledge. It's not few, it's little. Because if it's little, it's for something that's uncountable. And if it is few, it's for something that's countable. Number 18, please. Oh, great. Yes. Number 18 is C. Well done. Because it's both. So 2, it's not mix, it's make. Number 19. Oh, 1 more minute. '19 is B. Yes, it's supposed to be interest with S because it's interesting gown, only one. Number 20, the last one. What do you think, number 20? Anyone? No? Okay, it is C. It's supposed to be, yep, great, it's C. It's supposed to be is as well. Okay, so that's all from me today. Thank you so much for your participation in the structure part of Toefl. Now, you guys can continue to the reading part of Toefl, okay? Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Good luck.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.